So we are into the game, and this is xiaohai versus martinhs. I'm gonna let it fast forward a little bit. We are catching up to live here, but I'm just gonna press pause if anything crazy happens. Anything crazy happens, but right now it seems pretty standard. Just everyone going out to wood, pushing in the deer, getting their rhinos. No one has lost anything as far as I can tell. Yeah, everyone just pushing their stuff. Maybe we let them get up to 15 bills and we play it. Okay, 15 seems to be the magical number when stuff starts to go down if someone's going for forward barracks or anything like that. So, yep, it's all good. Okay, Mayans versus Mongols, two incredibly strong civs. Not sure who I would favor exactly. In the meta, everyone wants to go for archers, right? So, if you're going for archers, you probably favor the Mayans. Mongols get pretty strong archers as well, can switch into cav archer if they want, but then Mayans have their own kind of cav archer, right, with the plumed archer. A little bit slower than cav archer, of course, but much tankier, and obviously going to do a bit more damage. More difficult to mass as well, but still super strong. Might see eagles versus cav archer here at the end of it, but lots of things they can go for, both crazy strong civs. If it goes super late, you might have to favor the Mongols, but mine's getting siege ram as well, so I don't know. It's anyone's guess. I think it's going to come down to just early micro with probably a drush into archers, or men-at-arms into archers, and then into skirms. And we're just going to have to see. Obviously, if Martins falls behind, he can just go full into eagles if he wants to, but his opponent can then go into knights, and it's just, yeah, it's a delicate balance. So, let's see. We haven't missed anything so far anyway. Scout running around the base here, so good scouting here by xiaohai. Martin's getting in some scouting info as well, so good play by both players. No one going into TCs like we've seen recently with some of the top players. Villagers, yeah, no one exposed here. Everyone just deciding, just scouting their base, where they might want to attack later on, where it's going to be vulnerable to maybe a scout rush, this kind of thing. And yeah, let's see. Barracks now coming. I don't know what my accent does when I stream. I don't talk much often in my real life. In my real life, my online life is obviously different. So yeah, I think I'm not used to speaking this long. Like yesterday I was speaking for 6.5 hours. I don't think I've ever spoken that long for that long a prolonged period in my life. So yeah, my voice is doing crazy things. There's no what's going on. Okay, villagers, yeah, just being gowled a bit by this eagle, and yeah. I don't think we're seeing anything, just barracks going up as the guys are hitting feudal age. xiaohai up one villager early, so an 18 pop up from him on Mongols. Hera actually has a ridiculous series on YouTube where he goes up with increasingly small amounts of... Increasingly, I don't know. Lower and lower amounts of villagers he clicks up with. I think he did it with Mongols and with Lithuanians. He was going up with like 16 villas and doing a scout rush and all this stuff. It was just ridiculous. Definitely worth checking out. I'm not sure if that's been nerfed, like the ability to do that has been nerfed, but I don't think so. It's just not good. It's good if you're Hera, but not if you're anyone else, basically. Okay. Archers on the way for... No, skirmishers on the way for xiaohai. Martins himself has gone for a spear, so maybe expecting a scout rush, or maybe he just wants to protect his villagers from the scouts. Okay, that makes sense. Gonna send a villager over here to wall, I guess, and we'll just protect it with the spear. Meanwhile, we see blacksmith and, yeah, more skirmishers. So xiaohai, I'm not sure if he's scouted the archery ranges per se. No, he hasn't. Hasn't scouted the archery ranges, but just knows that the mines are going to go into their archers. They get the cheaper archers, right? So you can spam them much easier than other civs. So even going for, obviously it's a build order to go for 2 archery ranges, but mines can do that and it's just more smooth. I used to play mines all the time, just when I was learning archers, let's say, because they're a very strong civ. Just want to lose this guy. And then I switched to playing Vietnamese, and it just felt so much more clunky. Like getting archers out, it was like you're just hammering, like trying to spam out the archers, and never enough resources to get the full 2 archery range production, but could have just been misplay by me. But archers just, or Mayans just buttery smooth. Buttery smooth eco is just so nice playing archers with them. This is not a hole. He's getting his blacksmith up as well. So he is going to run into the skirmishers, which are all inside here. All these skirmishers from his opponent. And I actually like this play from xiaohai. If he's keeping these guys in here, it's actually kind of nice. Because archers are likely to come up here, bounce off this, and then he can just immediately eject and kind of attack all of them, which I think is a good play. But yeah, scout running around. Let's see if he does that. It's a sick play if he does that, as the archers are just being banked up as well here. It's a kind of strange play from both players. Fletching coming out. So yeah, skirmishers are a defensive unit, archers are an aggressive unit, so he needs to go forward, right? Okay, so the scout is going to see this, so he's going to feel pretty justified here with his skirmisher guess. Again, he didn't see it, so he just guessed. But Mayans may be very predictable, a bit like Franks. You always seem to know what they're going for. And yeah, should be able to defend here pretty well, Mr. Xiaohai. And we'll see how Martins adapts to this. Really, the only thing he can do is to either add his own skirmishers, which I think now he can't do because there's 8 with fletching. It's too many. So I think he needs to go for eagles now if he wants to counter this. But he's going to see it. And yeah, we'll now scout the archery range. Is going to see some things on it. So let's see how long he waits. He wants to wait until these guys are out of position. Maybe up on top of this hill, and then pop out and trap him. I think that's the play. As we see them pop on the inside, okay, maybe could have been a bit more aggressive there. He does have a winning composition, so a bit of a surprise there. Anyway, these guys get out of dodge, so I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he saw the skirmishers with the scouts? You think he could see that far? Maybe he did. If so, that's a misplay from Xiaohai. He didn't want to show these guys. And we're going to see how he adapts. Okay, we see the eagle coming out immediately, right? So he knows he has to go for eagles to counter the skirms if he wants to get any damage early on. Right now, yeah, he's not going to get any damage. And I like what he's doing of going back home to defend, or at least to get out of dodge. His opponent won't find him out here. But it looks like he's going all the way back home. Maybe he wants to meet up with some eagles, but whatever. Very defensive play from Xiaohai, and it's worked. It's worked for him. Making the skirmishers definitely worked. Whether his opponent saw it or not, it would have worked. So good play. He's now going out to gold with 4 villagers. So I'm not sure what this build is. It might be into knights later on. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Knights would be a nice play. Knights would be a nice play. They would counter the eagles. It would counter the archers as well. It would force his opponent to go into halberdier, which again, not halberdier, but pikes, and then eventually halberdier, which the Mayans do get. So yeah, should be feeling okay here. He's just going to sit at home and defend though. So this is going to castle age for sure. No one getting anywhere near enough damage. Martins with some idle TC time. Yeah, good scout play by Xiaohai here. Doesn't want to lose this scout, but is doing a great job scouting. Knows where his opponent's army is. And yeah, is guarding the weak part of his base, which is really, really, really nice. All of this is walled up. This is vulnerable as hell, but it is walled out here. Yeah, this is vulnerable, which is why he has his skirmishers out here. So that's a nice play. Lots of hills out here, which might become important later on. But back gold, nice and safe. Any army that comes through will have to walk around here. So that's nice for him. Martins has locked down his base as well, so he's feeling pretty good about that. Berries was really far exposed. That's kind of terrible, but is going to get that... is going to get all of that in as the scout goes down, as this army comes across. So now Xiaohai might feel like he has to adapt. If his opponent is going eagles, he can't just go for skirmishers. He's coming across anyway. This feels like a mistake. This definitely feels like a little bit of a mistake to me. Wants to take the hill. Does Martins take the hill? Definitely wants to take the hill here. And archers a little bit out of position. Skirmishers getting some hits. So I think you just charge with your eagles. Leave your pikes behind, honestly, and just go with the eagles. He's getting the scale mail armor, which I'm not sure how necessary that is. I'm not sure how necessary, excuse me, it is for Xiaohai to come forward with his skirmishers. Eagles being brought back, so he's maybe going to go into the TC to heal up, so I like that play. Eagles dodging back here. Yeah, needs the armor upgrade to take fights here. Maybe just going to double down into eagles later on as the archers come into play. Now the spears go down, so I'm not a big fan of that. Spears not really going to help you out here. But yeah, eagle's going to take care of these guys pretty much. Archers don't need to be here. I mean, it's going to help you get rid of it, but you're going to lose some archers. But maybe he's not going to go archers long term anyway, so he doesn't care. Having said that, he goes for the padded archer armor, and it's just going to dodge behind this. This is bad play by Xiaohai, honestly. Really bad play, really sloppy. Just losing his whole army for free. Skirmishers are a defensive unit, and his opponent just adapted. He didn't adapt in time. And yeah, he's going to be on the back foot now. Is immediately going for bloodline, so we are going to see knights like we thought. How many stables is he getting up? That's a blacksmith. That is a blacksmith. 2 stables. I don't like the positioning. Maybe he's trying to hide them. But I mean, it's kind of obvious. It should be obvious to his opponent what he's going into, right? The one unit that counters all of this is knights, so he should go for that. Maybe he wants to drop siege as well at home. As we see Martins get up first, he is going for bodkin arrow and crossbows immediately. This is a serious amount of archers, and if he breaks in, it's over, right? If he breaks in, it's absolutely over. We'll need to get both armor upgrades Xiaohai, as we see 2 knights immediately on the way, but this will go down. Villager's gonna wall with a siege workshop. Is there a hole here? I don't think so. That's actually quite nice from him. Showing his opponent the siege workshop as well. We'll need to delete this wall. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Villager going down. Obviously doesn't have ballistics yet, does red, but can still break in here. Yeah. I would like if they were all attacking the same thing, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Palisade wall goes down. Eagle's gonna run in. Archers hanging around. It's not going to be enough knights yet to deal with this, but doesn't want to dive too hard. This is good play by xiaohai, just getting absolutely out of dodge. So he's going to be safe. Added a second TC up here, so I didn't notice that. He is running away with his villagers and knights. A bit of an exodus here. Going to try and drop a TC out here, is he, or what's he doing? You'd want to maybe get these guys on a second gold, or maybe just a safe wood somewhere. Okay, he just decides to go here, so that's interesting. Knows he's in a bit of a pickle out here. Knows he needs to have safe wood somewhere, and this isn't safe, and this isn't safe, so he makes the decision to just run away. It's perfect. I don't know if any of you watch or listen to the Bill Burr podcast, but he always makes the reference about Robert De Niro in Heat, the movie, and apparently he just walks away. I've never watched the movie, so I don't get the reference, but I've listened to the podcast so many times, and he makes the same reference so many times that it's just kind of embedded in my head now. So yeah, probably going to use that at some stage. Yeah, you got to do like De Niro in Heat. You just got to walk away. I don't know. Don't know what it means. What it's actually exactly referencing. His villagers come out here, so I wonder what this is about. I think he's actually searching for a second gold. It's going to be out here, so he's nowhere near it. Meanwhile, Eagle's running in under the TC here, and Archer's going to be annoying. But maybe enough. Well, it's not enough knights. It's absolutely not enough knights. But the Eagles are now Eagle Warriors, and they have chainmail armor, so we'll do okay against these knights. Siege Workshop here, just scorpions inside. You can see why he's done it. You can see why he's done it. Just, it will counter the Eagles a bit as well. Obviously, the Eagles will just tank shots from mangonels and take down the mangonels too easily. But yeah, you need a lot of scorpions here. But the longer Martins hangs around in here, the more dodgy it's getting for him. xiaohai doing a great job expanding his eco. In terms of eco KD, it's 4-3, so he hasn't actually gotten many kills here. And his opponent has 46 villagers and he has 42, and that's only going to increase. He's not getting any damage here, just trying to take out farms. But like with this army, with this much of an investment in the gold, it seems a bit strange, honestly. But anyway, I don't think that xiaohai needs to rush into anything here. I think he can really be patient. I think he will be rewarded if he's patient here. More eagles coming out across the map though, so probably wants to wall up here. Don't want to get caught out of position here. Yeah, again, these guys being exposed. Doesn't need to do this. I think you sit under the TC and just say, yeah, like, come at me, basically. We'll want to wall up here, but the eagles will just break in every time. Loses all the siege. That's sloppy as hell. He was just out of position. So really sloppy play here. And now I think if you're red, you can take a fight against the knights, honestly. Does he have ballistics yet? No, he doesn't. So that's going to be increasingly messy, but he is safe out here. So it's a really nice play by Blue. After a bit sloppy with the micro, I think he's made the big decisions well. Something that a lot of people do, and I certainly used to do it a lot and still do it a bit, is that once my town is getting destroyed, I'm like, oh no, this is my town, I have to stay here. Like, oh, it's over, he's destroying my town. It's just like, move. You have to move in this situation. So we have to say well done to xiaohai for doing that. He definitely moved, and I might actually win in the game later on. Let's see, this army not able to do enough damage for my liking, just being able to be a bit annoying. Obviously costs a lot of siege, and yeah. But xiaohai able to boom back up now. Knights running in here trying to get a counter attack, but lots of eagles in defense. Obviously the mines can get into pikes as well, and we'll have all the upgrades. Eagles coming in here for a bit of a sandwich, but the knights just going to trade away. It's a bit of a misplay from xiaohai here, so maybe lacking a little bit of well, I was going to say lacking awareness, but lacking whatever. Not being able to focus on lots of things at the same time. There you go. Which is difficult. This is a difficult game to play, and when people pull it off and be 100% clean, it's like only at the top level. So these guys are around what, 2k 2k1, so we're seeing some tiny little mistakes, but we see the same mistakes at the top, just less often. Okay, as Martins now has a serious amount of eagles. The counter for eagles is obviously infantry, with the Mongols I think getting champion. Definitely enough to counter this, but yeah, it's a big investment, right? He's gonna have to get upgrades on them, and they will go down to the archers. So I think Siege is his friend here. Siege, which you guard with knights maybe. So many guys here. We'll spot the second TC, and xiaohai will need to notice this. He does notice, so good play by him. No damage here, but I don't think these guys are all going to fit. And the eagles with the +2 will be able to sit under the TC. So I think a lot of villagers could go down here. I don't think they're all going to fit inside. This guy goes down. A few of these guys will go down. Yeah, wow. Horrible pathing. Knights running over. I think this is a good spot for xiaohai to take a fight, honestly, underneath the TC. Forging coming in now for him. Doesn't have the second armor. I think you prioritize the second armor here. Okay, does run away. All the villagers, well, enough. Okay, all these villagers have to run now. Man, if he had ballistics, this would be over. So Martins, and yeah, he's getting raided here as well. Not able to focus everywhere at once. Villagers going down over here. Eco KD out to 8-4 for him. But with his big investment into military, you'd expect that to be a bit more. But yeah, wow. Okay, Eagles going down here. So this is actually a bit of a throw from Martins, I think. His army will go down, even though the knights don't have the +2. Still doing okay. Still doing absolutely okay. At home, it's just a few eagles. This can be chased away by the knights going down. So yeah, for all his aggression, Martinez has actually thrown away his army. Now has 7 army, and his opponent has 10. And that is 10 knights. So knights are no joke, especially when you like lose your crossbows, lose your eagles. It's not so good. And this was all without the second armor upgrade, so that's absolutely nuts. So I think he doubles down on the knights, and we might see Martinez maybe go into a counter. He already has forging, he already has the second armor upgrade, so he can be going into pikes. So now he's choosing not to. He's making the choice not to go for pikes. He's going to double down on eagles, which the knights counter. So it's a mistake for me. Xiaohai being allowed back into the game. This is all incredibly exposed, so good play by him. Go this way. Come on. Ooh, look at the stone. He's taking stone. This could be huge. This could be absolutely huge. I like this. I really like this. Looking at where the secondary resources are. He doesn't spot it in time, but the villagers will have to... No, they don't have to delete. They can just walk back in here, and nice walls here slowing it down. But this villager might go... Oh, no. That's amazing walls by Martinez, honestly. Knights will take these guys down, though, and maybe this will go down having sacrificed his own life to save his friends, which is all very nice. Eagles fighting the knights here. Second armor coming in now. I don't know how this is going to go. I want to highlight everything and look at the health. Okay. Yeah. Better trade for the eagles there. Second armor would have been clutch there, but not enough. In terms of knights now, he has 13 out on the field. Has a monk now, so we'll look to take some relics, I think. Maybe get some conversions on the eagles, but yeah. I'd like to see some monks from Martinez as well. Now he's going for pikemen, so there you go. A good shout, but his opponent can go into cav archer, so we might see that as well. He's heavy on gold, but it will be a big adaptation. But I think he needs a second unit now. His opponent has a second unit, the pikes. So he will need a second unit as well to deal with that. And Mongols get perfectly good cav archer. Even a few Mangadai out on the field if he goes to stone. He's not going to stone. His eco is well spread out, which I really like. This is a big food eco. That's absolutely insane. But the villager count is the same. So after all that, 2 different approaches, kind of both trading their army, in bad ways and good ways, obviously, depending on how you look at it. We're even. It's even again. It's very well balanced. Martinez a little bit idle here. Knight's going to start running in here. So maybe if Xiaohai keeps up this raiding, it's going to be okay. But yeah, Pike's out in defense now. We'll need to boom up a lot of those guys to get going. Eagles over here, though, raiding villagers. So Eco KD increases again. Now it's a 3 villager lead for Xiaohai. Oh my god, idle TC time for Xiaohai is absolutely crazy. We'll probably have to halt production a few times just to, whatever, not have villagers popping out into eagles. Okay, eagles running away here now, and yeah. Knights. Knights running away. Gonna try and take a good fight against these eagles. This could be pretty nice if he gets a bit of a sandwich. We'll get some definitely nice hits on these guys for sure. And yet, no, come on, trap them. You knew that was coming, man. How do you not take a few free hits there? Okay, that's a little bit sloppy from Xiaohai. Like, why was he bringing these guys back just to meet up with his other knights? How many pikes do we have? 18 pikemen, so he's able to... Look at how many pikemen he has on the field suddenly. This is crazy. So this is an army I don't feel he can stop. His opponent has 1,000 stone. Is dropping a castle here. That's an impressive castle. That's ambitious. We'll be able to defend as well with this. Yeah, this is fantastic play. Scorpions coming in, though, might be a game changer. So Knights will have to run away. He wants to keep his villagers protected. This is crazy. Will this castle go up? We're going to follow these guys. Maybe wants to send 3 eagles to clear this up. But Knights will be there to protect. Okay, so now Blue knows what's coming. These villagers are exposed as hell. But these Knights are exposed too. And yeah, villagers coming back and forth and whatever. I don't know what that's about. It's a bit of a misclick there. But yeah, this is fantastic play. If you know you have a better army than your opponent, you can force them to take fights. And you can do things like push them with siege. Or drop a castle on them. He can't stop this. Needs to micro some of his spears back over this way to save these vills, but this will go up. I'm not sure if it's going to be a GG, but he has plenty of villagers behind us, so it's not like it's idle. Xiaohai's eco is crazy idle here. Yeah, what a castle. This is fantastic. This castle is definitely sponsored by Doubt. If he gets... Well, he has vodka arrows, so both of these might actually be in range. It's definitely going up, and he's immediately going to go to stone out here, which I really, really like. It's on a hill. It's in the middle of the eco. So fantastic play. Another TC out here, which we didn't notice. So maybe he dropped that as it was going up. He dropped that as it was going up. Yeah, he dropped that TC as this castle was going up, knowing knowing that you have to get a castle of his own to defend, and I think both of these TCs are in range. Yes, it is. So, oh my god, that's ridiculous. Denying all these farms, denying the production buildings. Houses will go down as well, so rebuilding production back here. But it's going to be annoying. He's going to just have to select these two to make it every time, so absolutely nuts castle there. Plume archers now out on the field. That'll be annoying, just raiding the eco. And he has enough stone almost. Not yet. He has 21 on stone as he goes up to Imperial Age. Mayans are broken. This is just absolutely insane. These villagers are a little bit trapped. Maybe, well, I'm not going to critique his castle placement in terms of whether he'd have efficient stone eco. This is completely fine. Okay, these guys should go down soon. And yeah, if you're xiaohai, you have to be completely panicking here. It felt like he was panicking a bit just when the army was there, but now that there's a forward castle in his face, it just seems like, yeah, problems. He's going to have to get a castle down of his own. He hasn't done that. And now we'll be scrambling to go up. He's selling food. He's buying stone. So yeah, wants to get a castle of his own up, but now changing his mind. He did that as if he wanted to get a castle, but now he looks like he wants to go up to imp. Martinhs will be an imp first. He's going to get trebs out, and yeah, xiaohai will need to adapt. He's doubling down on knights, but again, why is he going for knights? Okay, another castle coming up here. This is going to be brutal. He can't stop this one either. So yeah, 3 TCs are going to be completely idled out here. Not on this side, but yeah, once he gets bracer, and they do get bracer, he might actually range some of these guys as well, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, this will definitely go up. The knights will not be enough. Too many pikes out here. Plumed archer is obviously going to help out as well. They do have vodka arrow already. Don't have the armor, but whatever. And it's under a castle as well. Selling food for gold now. Yeah, he's getting the last attack upgrade, and it's going to make a last stand with his knights, but so what? Imagine he takes a good fight with the knights. All of these guys can fit in the 2 castles. So he's kind of screwed either way. Yeah, this goes up, and I think you GG if you're xiaohai now. If he comes back from this, it's going to be incredibly impressive, but maybe he's going to be quite annoying. Selling food for gold. I think once he sees his opponent is an imp, he has to be thinking in his head, there's no way this guy is up. This is so all in. There's no way he's up. But he's mine, so he's up. It's just like that. He has 10 more villagers, so he's done a good job keeping his eco alive. Eco KD crazy in favor of his opponent, but he's done well. Still has 4 TCs, is an imp, and what are we going to see now? Needs to take a fight sooner or later. What upgrades are going to come in here? I think you upgrade your eagles, maybe. Maybe just get halberdier straight off the bat. Mayans are so nice. Yeah, halberdier straight away. Mayans are a beautiful civ to play with. Really nice civ. Just everything feels smooth with them. Everything feels really smooth. They're quite difficult to counter. They get fantastic archers. They get halb. They get the best eagles in the game. Yeah, now everything can fit inside here, and I think you just fight with the... Okay, no, this is interesting. xiaohai going to try and take a fight here. Is nowhere near clicking up. Treb pops out. This is vulnerable. Maybe that Treb could have stayed inside. Rams are coming out, though, so let's see. Pikes are going down. Halberdier just 1 second away, but all the pikes are gone. Somewhere. There's 18 still somewhere. Here they go. As he's dropping another castle. What is this? So these guys getting out of dodge. I think... wow, okay. xiaohai taking his opportunity here, so it's not over yet. This is absolutely insane. Okay, after all we're saying about mines being awesome, okay, he has the Treb out here. Going to take out this mining camp, is he? Okay, it's completely exposed. That'll go down. That's a lot of resources into that Treb. Takes a shot here, but will go down. Castles here. Yeah, okay, it goes down. This is ridiculous. Okay. Villagers going down over here, though, so we'll need to garrison this again. Oh, no, it's full. Okay, Eagles raiding everywhere, but he still has the villager lead. No, he doesn't. 5 villager difference. The Rams coming in here. Okay, Rams coming in. He's going to fight the Halberdier. The Knights are going to absolutely get shredded here. But he has enough numbers that maybe he won't, but there's going to be a spam here, right? He needs to start spamming Halberdiers. Halberdiers is what wins it for him. Getting the last armor upgrade, yeah, that's a bad trade for blue. He's going to come out with the win, but like halberdiers are just nasty to deal with. Okay, as both castles go down, that's fantastic. Still a castle over here though, but it can just change his point of attack. So this is a crazy comeback. This is an absolutely crazy comeback. Okay, Ram's going to walk over towards that castle now. Lots and lots of knights. Does have... needs to get his farming eco up again. Taking safe wood out here. His opponent has spread out. I don't know how much he idled his TC there. Lots of idle time for the mine player, but his eco is still looking okay. 87 bills, and it's well spread out. Kind of a 20-20-20 thing going on. Heavy on gold. Is going heavy on halbs. Needs to switch into something else. Halbs will help him to defend, but won't win him the game. We can go raiding with them. That's fine. Killing some bills over here. But yeah, Red needs to regroup now. He went for a big move and it didn't work, but he's still well and truly in this game. So he can try and change up this game now and take a win whatever way he can as the train of Rams comes in. And for mines, they're going, not mines, Mongols are going to get siege ram in Imperial Age. They can get drill as well, which makes their siege faster. And yeah, drill is no joke. as the knights run in and will take down all these villagers. Probably take the halberdier as well. We need to see some forward production from red. Halberdier having to walk a long way from the base to try and get kills, as they kill a lot of villagers, so that's good play. But I think this all goes down. This all goes down to the knights. So yeah, great play here. Needs to target the halberdiers. We'll take some villagers as well, and this will all go down to the rams. So fantastic play here. Now if you're blue, you need to go up to Imperial Age. I don't think you win it in Castle Age, honestly. Halberdier running in, he needs to notice this. Blue, I think if you're blue, you need to add archers. Either cab archer or just get a few mangadai out on the field from your own castle. Doesn't have a castle yet. It doesn't have anything on stone. A stone has been occupied by the castle, so that's actually a really nice play by red as well. Like, red took this stone over here with this castle, and he dropped his first castle directly on the stone as well, and then targeted the stone with the halberdier. So if that's a conscious choice, that's really nice. But yeah, I think he just needs to bank up his halberdier. Okay, here's what he's doing. He's going for men-at-arms. So infantry to counter the halbs. Infantry will die hard to archers, which the Mayans specialize in. You might not be in a position to transition to that, but his eco looks insane, as blue is finally able to... No, blue. Blue was doing so well. What a sick match. Wow, that's fantastic play by blue. He gets the style points there for me, honestly. What the hell? Red dropped 3 forward castles, and then he came back into it, did blue. And then just at the end, he couldn't adapt fast enough. But his eco was still alive, right? Yeah, I think that was an early GG. I think he just had been stressed so much during that match that he didn't really know what to do. Crossbow would have been okay here in this situation, but massing them is a problem. Men-at-arms kind of seems like a panic decision. Like, it would have countered the halbs, but then it would have countered the halbs and the eagles, so it's actually not a bad decision. It would have forced archers out of the Mayan player.